Hi FlossTubers, this is Judy. I just spent a half an hour, more than a half an hour, taping a video on my phone and it quit, and so now I'm trying to retape the whole thing all over again. So I have notes, so hopefully I don't forget anything. It seems like it's been such a long time since I've talked to any of you guys or made a video. So much has went on. So I have heard from a lot of people on your thoughts and concerns and prayers, and I just really appreciate it. So I have a whole list of things I want to talk to you about, and hopefully this video won't cut out on me again. I still need to find another way just to make videos. But anyway, so a lot of you have been asking about how my health is doing. I had the colonoscopy and the endoscopy. The colonoscopy, yeah, was not fun. The procedure itself, piece of cake. The prep for it is not fun. They gave me a whole gallon of Go-Lite in pineapple flavor. So imagine taking a pineapple flavor with no sugar in it and dumping a lot of salt in it, and that's what it tasted like. I didn't mix anything with it. I thought, I'm just going to down this thing. So the day before the procedure, they let me eat breakfast and lunch with just only a certain types of foods like eggs or yogurt or cheese, maybe a piece of tool bread, and that was it. So I ate really light. And then at 5 o'clock that night, I was starting to drink half the gallon. So from 5 to 7, I drank half a gallon. About 11 o'clock at night, nothing had kicked in yet. And so I was a little concerned that maybe I might have to drink more than the gallon. But things started working, and then I had to drink the second half between midnight and 3 a.m. So consequently, I didn't sleep all night long, and I had to be to the hospital by 7 a.m. What they thought was a 2-centimeter mass in my colon was nothing. So thank you, Jesus. Thank you for all your prayers. There was no polyps, no anything. So the colonoscopy turned out great. I do have some varicose veins in my esophagus and stomach, so to make sure that they're not ready to rupture, so I hemorrhage, I have to have an endoscopy every year. But overall, I'm just extremely happy with the news. It could have been far worse. The doctor who did my endoscopy and colonoscopy wanted me to see a liver specialist. So this last week, I went to see a liver specialist, and I have non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver due to years ago of having a fatty liver. When I had all that additional weight on me. He said back then, he said we might have been able to reverse it. He said, but not now. So I'm supposed to, on top of being a diabetic and cutting down my sugars, I have to cut way down my salt too. So I'm not quite sure yet about this whole food thing and what I can eat and what I can't eat and stuff. So. But I'm extremely happy with the results. My spleen is twice the normal size, partly because of the blood flowing from the liver. You know, that processes everything over to the spleen. And then, of course, your pancreas is there as well. So I see the liver specialist at 6 months. They did run a whole bunch of tests. They took 13 vials of blood. To send to the Mayo Clinic to see if there was some genetic cause on why my liver is scarred. So I have a week or so before I get those results back. I have to tell you this. Most of the girls at the clinic, and this is a large clinic, hospital, are girls in their 20s. And so when I was scheduled to lab that day after I'd seen the doctor, I went over there. And I I told her I was there to have some blood work done, and she said, do you have a birth date? I wanted to say, no. Do you have any other ways of looking me up? So rude. I mean, seriously. No, I was hatched. Well, I guess I'd still have a birthday thing, wouldn't I? But so, but that's the news of my health. So, like I said, I'm so thankful. There are so many other people that face far worse things than that. So, I'm really happy with how it had turned out. About the job situation, that's another hoot. Sorry, my hair, it always drives me nuts. I was working at the assisted living. I was in training for about 2 weeks. I had three different 20-year-old girls training me. Some had only worked there less than 3 months. And so anyway, I'd worked there 2 weeks, and the activities director said to me, I need to do some training with you. She said, we need to go through policies and procedures, have you sign some paperwork, and then I'll give you a tour of the building. And I said, shouldn't this have been done before I even stepped on the floor? And she goes, well, yeah, in a normal world. So I guess I didn't think anything of it. I mean, the patient CNA ratio, there was, well, of course I was in training, there was me, another girl, and the med person, with 60 residents. And then plus on top of doing all the cooking, cleaning, unloading shipments, different things like that. So the 12 hours really was on your feet continuously, but I enjoyed the work. You know, I enjoyed working with the residents. And during that second week, they were interviewing several of the friends of these 20-year-old girls. So anyway, it was on a Friday, and I was coming out of the store, and the director called me, and she says, well, the girls feel that you're not fit for this, or right for this job, so she goes, we're going to let you go. Okay, really? And I said, that's fine. You know, I'm too overqualified for this job. Anyway, I was just upset. Probably didn't handle it gracefully at all. But so anyway, I went and applied at the nursing home, and I job shadowed for a couple hours there. And there you have 20 residents on a ward. This is funny though. One of my most difficult residents at the assisted living is now at the nursing home. And mind you, he has this full capacity. And he kept looking at me, and I'm just like, oh no. But I asked the lady which ward she was going to put me on, and she said probably the dementia ward, which is not an easy ward to be on. My mom had dementia, and so I know they can be extremely difficult. So I had to take a strength test. They give you a 50-pound, well, a box, a wooden box that's a crate-like shape with handles, and they filled it with weights to make it 50 pounds. And you have to do 5 leg squats with this 50-pound box. And I really struggled. I mean, I'm in good shape, I mean, for my age and everything. And I was able to do the squats, but I struggled not so much getting down with the weight, getting back up. And then you had to carry this 50-pound box across the room 5 times, and then push and pull it 5 times. So when the hiring lady called me the next day or two, she said, I heard you struggled with it. She says, you know, our residents weigh more than 50 pounds. I said, well, that's true, but the weight distribution, I can pick up a 50-pound bag of dog food, but to pick up a condensed box and do squats with it, I'm not going to bench press anybody. So, but anyway, so then Thursday I had my drug test. And this is, these young girls, you know, I mean, they just have no compassion. Not everybody, but you know, they have no social skills to talk to anybody, and they have no compassion. I went down there, they treat you like a criminal. You know, you get there, you empty your pockets, and you have to leave your purse there. They give you the cup, and you go in the bathroom, and then they stand outside the door. Okay, I must have a shy bladder or something. Well, you know, girls, when you go in with that cup, you know, I mean, I should have just asked for a pan or something, because, you know, you use the cup, you miss half of it, and it's just awkward. Well, I'd gotten up at 7:30 in the morning and went to the bathroom, and I had breakfast with my church lady friends. And my appointment was at 10:45, so I thought, yeah, I drank water, I should be okay. Well, I get in there and I can't go. So she told me I needed about this much in the cup. So went in there, got about, I don't know, 4 tablespoons. And she's knocking on the door, you know. I suppose she's tired of standing out there. So I show her what I had. She said, she jumped at the toilet and said, no, that's not, excuse me, that's not enough. So she said, would you like to drink some water? Well, I had a water bottle with me like this. It was probably filled, not quite to the line here. She says, well, you can drink that and 2 Dixie cups. She says, and then we'll wait 5 minutes. Well, I'm thinking it's got to take longer than 5 minutes. I can't just go on demand. And she says, and you can't drink over 40 ounces in 2 hours. Well, this bottle has 23 fluid ounces, and there was half of it, and then 2 small Dixie cups. So I drank that. I went in the bathroom. I probably had 6 tablespoons, you know, that time. And so she goes, I just need to get a temperature on it. So she said, this must have been sitting there quite a while. I said, well, the time I was in the bathroom, I mean, what am I going to produce? Urine? I mean, really? So, anyway, so then they give you, they pour it in the thing, and you have to label everything. They get your name, your social security number, your address, like I suppose we're a drug bust, I don't know. So I asked them if they would be calling me for the results, and she said, no, your employer will call you. Okay, of course when I got home I could go, you know, but can't go at the clinic. But anyway, enough about that. And then I went to the doctor Monday, and he wanted to put me on insulin. My sugars have been running high. He said that there are additional oral medication. There is additional oral medication to take, but it affects your liver. So he's going to start me on insulin. I said, give me another month. I don't even know why I said that, you know. Probably just, I really don't want to go on insulin, you know, but now my sugars are high. And, we see him on the 25th of July, so I think I start training on Thursday unless I try to get into him. But then I got to spend another $30 just to see him on top of the cost of the insulin. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. Okay, enough about my health. But thank you again for all your prayers. They're so heartfelt. About stitching, I really, you know, haven't had much time to stitch. I've been doing a lot of doctoring and, you know, just going back and forth to Fargo and stuff. But I did order a few things. I saw these in the Mary Maxim catalog, and they reminded me of my mom. I don't know if any of you or your moms used to make it. With these little felt calendars with sequins on them. I bought this for my daughter for Christmas. And, you know, it's got the thing. I'll probably use a different doll on there. But it's got kitties. She's a cat person. And so I bought this. Then I was going to get one for my granddaughter, too. I'm sorry. Here, I'm going to try to get stuff out of the way. You can't see it, but I've got stuff just piled all over the floor here. Like I said, it seems like forever since I've talked to you guys. And then I bought this one for myself for the church. But These are 2017 calendars, so I have a ways to go till they need to be done. Maybe on for one of those snowy days. But the only thing, I really like Mary Maxim's yarn and some of their different crafts and stuff like that, but their shipping is outrageous. But they do have specials once in a while. And then too, I haven't really been stitching so much because I've been working on this Afghan, and I have it done, yay! But now I have to cross stitch on it and sew it together first. But as you can see it's done. That's all my cross stitch stuff I can do. I was going to take it, it's 100% acrylic, I was going to take it to the dry cleaners, and they said that it would melt the yarn if I had it blocked. So the lady at the needlework store offered to do it for me. And they have like a steam iron, like an industrial steam iron, and they have like an ironing board, but it's the neatest thing. I'm sure they're just very expensive, and my hair is driving me nuts. But it sucks all the moisture out of the yarn. So you steam it, and then while you're steaming it, it's sucking it down and flattening it out. It's just the neatest thing. I'd love to have one of those, but probably can't afford it in my lifetime. But anyway, so I'm saying so and a lot. I just spent 30 minutes just talking non-stop, so that's probably why. I just feel like I've said everything. I can't remember even what I said. But if you haven't seen the Afghan pattern, I've shown it in other videos, but this is what it's going to. I'm so uncoordinated. This is what it's going to look like. So I'm anxious to start that. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Oh, I'm doing stitching Sleeping Beauty with Kate and Dina. Hi girls. Dina, I just watched your video last night, and I love your piece. Your fabric is beautiful, and you've come such a long way. So I thought last night, here it is midnight, and I thought I better start it, throw a few stitches. I gotten all my thread and everything. This is the pattern, Sleeping Beauty here. My only concern is that this is Steph's Winterfell with 28 count Lugana. That some of those blue threads will just blend in with this and won't stand out. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I went to start it on the edging, and I don't have that color floss, DMC 801. So now the store isn't going to open till Tuesday. I could get it at Walmart, but I'm too scared of the different dye lots, so I'll just wait till Tuesday to start it. I'm going to have to make up some time. I haven't heard how you're doing, Kate, on your piece yet. I have some serious stitching. And you know, I always struggle with organizing my thread. What did I do with that? Oh, yeah. And I've went from bobbins to floss bags to thread cards. And I was going to order some thread cards on 123 Stitch or Amazon. And so I had these. And I really like them because you can put them in order numerically. But I thought, and I cut them all and spent a whole evening doing this. You know, I probably figured I'd use 3 cards. And then I got to thinking, I don't want to use 3 cards. What a pain when you get that one piece of floss, whatever, or one thread, or you know, you put it in, I don't know. Unless I punched holes on this side. But I thought, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use floss bags. So I go to Walmart. They don't have floss bags. I mean, really, these little mom and pop stores carry floss bags. Walmart does not. I was really surprised. But I had some tucked away, you know, because I'm switching back and forth. And I found some, but I might have to order more from 123 Stitch. Am I the only one that keeps switching back and forth with how I organize my thread? I mean, I like the bobbins. I like how they fit in containers. But I don't know. Sometimes you get those straggly pieces or short pieces, or sometimes floss bags work really nice for that. But I couldn't believe that Walmart didn't have it. So, and I just placed an order with 123 Stitch, so I do have, sorry, I didn't put my stuff in. I'm trying to keep my stuff organized here. So anyway, I'll have to wait till Tuesday to start. I think it was Thursday I was supposed to start training for this job. Depending on my drug test. Just kidding. Okay, so, and then, oh yeah, I still want to start sheep virtues too. I did buy thread for one of them. So I was going to start that this week, and dude, of course, here it is Sunday already. I did get the new Cross Stitch magazine. You know, this is my third one. I don't think I'm going to order anymore again. I'm really disappointed with them. I'm really not finding. There's a couple I'm just going to give away. The other thing I did see in here was they have some Christmas ornaments that might be kind of cute. I like this one, unto us a child is born. This little house in the middle on the top is kind of cute. Little Santa in the sleigh. Oops, sorry. But other than that, I think I'll probably either maybe order Stony Creek, but they get it here at the Needle Workshop, so I just usually pick up an issue. Or is there another antique needlework cross stitch magazine? I used to get that, what is it, Antique Needlework and Sampler, but you know, they discontinued that, so if you know of one, let me know. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, the piece that just never ends. I have this, my March Cottage sampler. The only thing I did was this brown line here at the bottom. Okay, I started this the first week in March. I was going to take 2 weeks and get it done. Okay, so now it's the 3rd of July. This is going to be the longest, smallest piece ever. But I'm trying to hurry to get it done so I can send it to you so you can fix it up for me. But yeah, you think this little cottage, oh, it wouldn't take so long. But maybe if I was stitching on this and this only, I might get it done. But you know, I have stitchers ADHD. I get sidetracked all the time. So that is March. And then I have my Do Different piece that I'm working on, and like I said, I really haven't stitched much. This one right here, absolutely love it. One of my favorite pieces. I have 2 pieces that I'm doing in black thread right now. This is done on 32 count antique white with black DMC, and the coverage is really great. So I finished this thing down here, that little one, but I need to spend more time on this one too. There's a new pattern out, Death by Cross Stitch. Mackenzie, I don't know how you can do one on 28 count. I don't think I could, even if I had my mag eyes and my dazer lamp, I just don't think I can do it. But I have drank Kool-Aid, so I'm going to be stitching that. I saw beautiful threads. Abby, yours is gorgeous too. But I think I might try it on 32 count. I know it's going to be huge. But I figure I can probably get it done better. I saw a beautiful hank of thread online, and it's really a pretty color, and I always think about things before I buy them. I try not to be impulsive. Not that I can't always use thread. It's a beautiful teal green. If you've ever seen Deep Blue Sea by Gloriana, it's kind of that color. And it was $25 for the hank, which is reasonable. And I went back the next morning and said we had bought it. So I might just end up doing it in black. And then I have my French alphabet sampler. I bought it in I think probably July of 2014, and I was going to stitch it for my friend's 20th anniversary that year. And somehow, her daughter, I wanted to have a party with her daughter. Well, somehow her daughter told her mom that we wanted to have a party, and her mom didn't want one. So now I'm just going to save it for her 25th. So I have a few years to get it done, but I don't want to be rushing at the last minute trying to finish it and get it framed. So this is what I have so far. And the only thing I really did, and I just worked on this last night, was I did like from the middle here on up and around, and then here, right here. But this is still by far one of my favorites. I think I'm going to do one for myself too. And this is done on 36 count doubloon with cranberry Gloriana thread. And it's far prettier in person. And the town that I live in is probably, oh gosh, 15,000 maybe. I mean, it's not very big at all. And I think I don't know if I told you that, we're getting a Hobby Lobby. Yay! So, like, I see all you guys buying the thread on sale from Joann's. Like, our Joann's is 150 miles away. And Michael's and all those fun stores. So I'm really excited about having a Hobby Lobby. Okay, my next thing, and I thought of you, Sherry. I've been mulling this over. Oh, and by the way, Sherry, happy birthday. I hope you're having an awesome day with your friends and family. Let's see, there was one pattern I think I told you that I was thinking about starting. I know, Sherry, you're thinking about it too. Stony Creek one here. Did I grab the wrong book? I don't think so. I've been thinking about it since March, about buying it. This one here, this Halloween afghan. And I had to think about whether I was going to do it for my daughter for Christmas. And it's on 20 count over 2. It stitches so fast. But it doesn't finish, or the patterns don't finish till autumn issue of next year. So, but that gives me some time to get it done. But it was over $100 just for the fabric. But it doesn't really call for any specialty thread other than there was one Weeks Dye, Hazelnut Weeks Dye, and Threadworks Fantasy Island. And then it has the glow in the dark light effects on it. I think that's like at the bottom of these things. I don't know if you can see that. And like in the pumpkin here, it's got the glow in the dark. So that'll be really cool. I've never used the glow in the dark floss before. So I'm really looking forward to working on that. But it uses 4 threads at a time, so it really soaks it up fast. And I have it, but this is what I have done so far. But it's really a fun stitch. This is DMC black right here, the checkerboard, and this right here is DMC 550. It's purple. But this is about 3 nights worth. But it's really fun, but you can see how big it is. It's 1 3/4 yards of fabric. So yeah, it gets kind of warm, you know, to work with. Okay, let's see. I think that's all my stitching stuff that I have. So see, I didn't really do very much. I do have some things coming in the mail. I want to keep this short because I don't want my phone to cut me off here. There is, oh yeah, yesterday I was watching FlossTube and I come across Abi BellaStitch. Love her. She is so funny. She just makes me laugh. And she's doing the Death by Cross Stitch too. She has beautiful pieces, and I'll link her videos below. And then too, remember I haven't forgotten you guys about my giveaway, and I'll be doing. Oh, wait a minute! Before I do that, when I was in Fargo, I stopped at the Nordic Needle. I didn't really get very much. I'm just so disappointed in what they have. But I bought Abby, I think Abby was it that had stitched that Celtic banner. Was it Told in a Garden or Butternut Road or one of those? But it's just really beautiful, and it calls for 2 things, wildflowers. And so this one here is cedar. It's got some lavender and pinks and blues and browns. And this one is really pretty, so dark, like a purple brown woodsy. And this is called Black Forest. This is really nice. But I'm wondering if I use this on 32 count or 28. Has anyone used wildflowers, and what count have you stitched it with? I really like it. But it's not the silk though, it's the cotton. It's 36 yards. Yeah. But like I said, it doesn't have the silky feel. And sorry. And then I bought this. Oh, I got my stuff on here. And it's from Sudbury House. And it's really thick. It's like a ruler. And it's just got the holes in it. And I suppose I could put like those little DMC stickers. Or I could use a piece of paper and just write them down. Right now I just have a couple colors and it looks kind of haphazard right now. One thing I really like about it is that it has a strip for your needles on the back. This was $10, so I thought it was a good deal. And it holds 20 skeins of thread. But I thought I could use that for my Halloween afghan. And then last but not least, you know, I love little items, you know, just kind of like notion, fun little things. and I saw these here, these little pink scissors. If you can't see, they're hot pink, and this it's rubbery, and this, did I just break it? No. It's got this little rubbery cap. See, aren't these just cute? And you can put them like in, I thought it'd be Sherry, but you can put them in each of your project bags. They're only $2.99 at the Nordic Needle. It's the cutest thing, and they come in all kinds of neon colors. It's got this little cap thing that you stretch over. Carry them with you everywhere you go, like I said, in little project bags, but they're just cute. Another thing I saw too, but they wanted $10 for it. I don't know if I told you or not. It's a ring, a plastic ring, and it has a slit in it. And then you just use it to cut threads, like if you're someplace and you're stitching and don't want to carry scissors, but I was going to pay $10 for that. But I thought I should have bought a whole bunch of these and just stuck them in the project bag. So I thought that was really cool. Okay. Now, remember I was giving away fabric, these Opal S&Ps, and I'm sorry, I don't know where it came from or where I bought it, but the winning person is Patty Smith. So congratulations, Patty. If you want to Facebook me and give me your address, and I will certainly mail it off to you. I know my FlossTube anniversary was July 1st, and I only have given away a couple of things, but I have stacks of things to give away, so I'm just going to continue just giving things away, even if it goes past the FlossTube anniversary, and maybe make it a month-long or a year-long thing. Who knows? So it's here. But my next thing I want to give away, and I have other pieces of fabric that I'll be giving away too. Gosh, my hair is driving me nuts. Is ink circles get cracked. So if you would like this pattern, just let me know down below, and I will. You know, I wish I could just, everyone that signs up for a drawing, I wish I could just give you something, because I love all you guys. But, so that is that. I think I've covered everything so far. I have a few things coming in, hopefully this week. A few things, and then I did order something from Stitching Bits and Bobs, and so I haven't heard anything on that yet. But anyway, so I'm gonna have to order some other things too. But have a safe 4th, enjoy time with your family and friends. God bless, and I'll see you soon.